AA Bullets YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Denny Carlin will start at pole position for the 13th race, but Casey Gears would be out on the first lap because of an engine failure. Johnny Blamer would accidentally start a very big crash, and Denny Carlin would lead the most laps, leading for 93 of them, and he'd win the 13th race of 2006, making this his very first win. Kurt Buschtire, the number 2 car who started second, would finish second. Kevin Shiftright third, Tony Gaswood fourth, and Winfred Bradford Rutherford rounding out the top 5. Elliot Draftler will start at pole position for the 14th race, and Todd Marcus would accidentally start a crash that wrecks himself. And Eugene Komareski would intentionally start an even larger crash. Jeff Corvette would lead the most laps, leading for 77 of them. His teammate Brian Vickers would even take the white flag, but it's not to be because Lightning McQueen wins the 14th race of 2006, with Tony Gasworth finishing second, Brian Vickers third, Jeff Burnton fourth, and Mike Yankee Jr. fifth. Murray Clutchburn would start at pole position for the 15th race, where Sage Vanderspin's out on lap 12 because of an engine failure. Ken Schrader would be out on lap 30 for the same reason. Matt Karzith would be 10th as of lap 58, where he wrecks Tony Gasworth, probably as revenge for what happened to Matt Karzith in the Florida 500. Jeff Corvette would lead the most laps, leading for 100 of them, 1/4 of all the laps in the race. But Lightning McQueen would be the winner of the 15th race of 2006, beating Casey Corner, and Cal Weathers comes third, Dale Earnhardt Jr. fourth, and Reed Sorencar for some reason fifth. Jeff Burnton would start at pole position for the 16th race, where, oh no! The mean green car's back! And then he wrecks too many cars! And then he goes airborne on lap 201 because of Aiken Axler! Hooray! And his father Andrew says this. Well, of course he would. Lightning McQueen would lead the most laps, leading for 100 of them. And Lightning McQueen will claim his 3rd win in a row with the 16th race of 2006. Jeff Corvette would finish second, losing by 5 feet. Chuck Armstrong third, Jeff Burnton fourth, and Cal Weathers fifth. And the mean green car would start at pole position, unfortunately. But what's worse is that he wrecks a lot of cars and puts many more laps down. And he'd even lead the most laps. Why? Lightning McQueen would get back onto the lead lap. Same with Tony Gasworth. Hooray. And Mark Carton would be helping other cars past the mean green car. One of those cars is Misty Motocross, who he pushes to victory, with Mark Carton himself coming second, mean green car third, Sage Vanderspin fourth, and Hall Ingus finishing fifth. Claude Scruggs praises Mark Carton for helping Misty Motocross achieve her 13th career victory. Cal Weathers would start at pole position for the 18th race, where would be 6th as of lap 28, when he wrecks Hall Ingus! Why? Eugene Komareski would be 26th as of lap 246, when he wrecks Ruby Easy Oaks and Mark Burnsley. Why? Jeff Corvette would lead from lap 285 to lap 293, but then Mean Green Car is back, and then he T-bones Jeff Corvette. Why? And then proclaims that he's the best! No, he's not. And then Mean Green Car would unfortunately take the lead. But on lap 315, Kurt Buschtire would bump him into the wall. And now he's 3 laps down because he needed to go to pit road. Tony Gasworth would lead the most laps, leading for 185 of them. And he leads the final 8 laps to win the 18th race of 2006, with Kyle Buschtire finishing second, his older brother Kurt in 3rd, Cal Weathers 4th, and Matt Karzith finishing 5th. Brickyard finished 6th that race, but he starts 1st for the 19th race, where Mean Green Car wrecks more cars as usual. Jeff Burnton would lead the most laps, leading for 113 of them. Murray Clutchburn would lead for 87 laps! How does any car lead for 87 laps? Lightning McQueen would lead for the last 10 and then win the 19th race of 2006 with Matt Karzith finishing 2nd, Cal Weathers 3rd, Kevin Carvick 4th, and Kevin Shiftright 5th. His teammate Ryan Newcar would start at pole position for the 20th race of 2006 where Chickx once again wrecks cars! Why? Robbie Gorvette would be 15th as of lap 200 when he wrecks Michael Cartrip! Why? Maybe they have a rivalry. Travis Draftville would be out on lap 201 because of Sammy Smelter! You still stink! Take a car wash! And Mike Yankee Jr. has this to say about Sammy Smelter. Kyle Bushtire would lead for the most laps, leading for 97, and he bumps the Mean Green Car into the wall with 3 to go and wins his very first race, the 20th race of 2006. Carl Edwards would finish 2nd, his teammates Greg Beeple and Mark Carton in the next 2 positions, and Kevin Carvick in 5th. Murray Clutchburn would start at pole position for this 21st race, and Mean Green Car will be suspended for this race because he was being mean to a fan. Mike Yankee Jr. would be out on the 2nd lap, and Ryan Thunderbolt Jr. out on lap 36, both because of engine failures. Paunchy Wipeout would go down 1 lap on lap 163, and Lee Jr. would just leave the track on lap 176. And this means that 39 cars ended the race on the lead lap. This is probably what happens when Chickx isn't on the track. Cal Weathers would lead for the most laps, leading for 37 of them. The race must have been pretty competitive. Daryl Draggard would finish 39th in the race, 16 seconds behind Kevin Carvick, the winner of the 21st race of 2006. Brickyard would finish 2nd, Matt Karza 3rd, Tony Gaswit 4th, and Billy Oilchanger 5th. But Jeremy Carfield would be fired from Reverham Motorsports, and now he'll have this new look for the rest of the season. Elliot Draftler would be the new number 19, moving to Reverham Motorsports. His old spot at the Crazy 8s Racing will be taken by David Gillicar. And he'll start at pole position for his very first race! How? Mac Icar would be out on lap 9 because of Chickx, who wrecks these other cars too. Why? Dale Earnhardt Jr. would lead the most laps, leading for 62 of them, but Chickx, the Mean Green Car, would fail to wreck the leader of the race on lap 499. That leader is Brian Vickers, who wins the 22nd race of 2006, giving him his first ever career victory. Something equally as strange is that Lee Jr. finishes 2nd, Casey Corner 3rd, Kurt Bushtire 4th, and Matt Karzith rounding out the top 5. Chuck Armstrong would start at pole position for the 23rd race of 2006, where Mean Green Car wrecks more cars again. And then, he leads the most laps! Why? But, oh no, he leads the final 3 laps, even taking the white flag. But unfortunately for him, and luckily for everyone else, Lightning McQueen will win the 23rd race of 2006. Hooray! Beating the Mean Green Car by only 2 feet! Tony Gaswit would finish 3rd, Casey Gears 4th, and Cal Weathers in 5th. And here is the photo finish with Lightning McQueen only barely beating last year's undeserving champion. Ryan Newcar, the Rocket, will start at pole position for the 24th race, and Chickax would be 6th as of lap 2, where he wrecks Johnny Blamer and Lightning McQueen. Why? And the Mean Green car would also wreck Ernie Gearson and Kevin Shiftright on lap 58. 4 laps later, Todd Marcus would be out because he slipped on his own oil. David Gillicar would go airborne on lap 81 because of Chickax! You Mean Green car! Kurt Buschtire would be out because he also slipped on his own oil. And the Mean Green car would unfortunately wreck more cars with 5 to go. And he fails to wreck Matt Karzif, who wins the 24th race of 2006. Cal Weathers would finish 2nd, Mean Green car 3rd, Kevin Shiftright 4th, and Jeff Gorvette in 5th. And here are the standings after 24 races in the 2006 Piston Cup season. With 12 races to go, Lightning McQueen only has a 7-point lead over Matt Karzif in 2nd. And Cal Weathers is less than 100 points back, despite the fact he has not won any races yet.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Thank you to every single subscriber on the hashtag KABullets YouTube channel for bringing me to 500 subscribers. That's halfway to 1,000, and also the amount of laps in the Florida 500. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and I will try to get the next part of the 2006 Piston Cup season out onto YouTube as soon as possible. It'll still be out soon enough, but thank you for getting me to 500 subscribers. And if this video receives 1,000 likes, I will try to prank the Mean Green car Chickax!